Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm making this. I'm going to go through it because I didn't go through the prototype later, so I'll just go through this now. Okay, so this has got two ties that I always put on like that, because that's different to what Septeria 18 Sandy does. Right, so and then they've got a little tag which is the same as hers. That little butterfly clip is the same too. And I'll show you a little thing I've got for that. Ooh, really pleased. Right, and there's this one as well. This different to what Sandy does. She does this, but she's got her own little printer thing, I think, that she does it with or something. Right, okay, this is what I've made extra because I'm not using 12 by 12 papers. I'm using 2 A4s. You can use the letter paper, so you can print these on letter paper if you've got pattern letter paper. That's great, yeah. Double-sided is brilliant, I think. And non-directional paper is what you'd actually need. So that's that. So I've got that little thing there that I've made to match this. Sandy's didn't match it. Mine does. Anyway, and the little envelope that I've probably made. I'm not sure if I've made that a bit smaller. Let's have a look at this one. I might have done a little tiny bit smaller, but I'm going to check because... is that the same as that? Let's have a look. That is the same as that. Let's have a look at that. I think I have. Yes, I've made it smaller. Yes, I've given you the wrong measurements on that. That actually should be 1/4 inch. But as you can see, it does work at 1/2 inch. Yeah, so that when I measure those at 1/2 inch, I actually should be 1/4 inch. When you do the things down the side. I thought it looked a bit wide actually. But that belongs in that set, okay. And then there's this one with a little file tab effect there that I've actually, yeah. Do you know what? If you've got something like that, you can put, I'm going to try, let's try it with it. Where's my new heart punch? Wait a minute. So anything like this, I've made it, you can make a feature of it like this, I think. Because I've done it too far, look, haven't I? So I don't know if I do that by accident on the thing. And just put a little, you can put a little circle, I think, yeah. But I've got this new heart punch. And that's a tiny little thing, so I'm going to make a feature of it there. How about that? So that's fine. And that's now mended that little nick I did there. Little nick's my son-in-law, by the way. Not very tall. And why have I got that in there? That should not be. Right, so isn't very tall. So anyway, that's the one I've done slightly in the wrong. It doesn't matter. Ignore. You can ignore my measurements and do them 1/4 inch instead of 1/2. Okay, and then one of these belongs in here. It's this one, I think. No, it's not. It's that one because I did different ties. Same thing, different ties. Yeah, I made that one on video yesterday, but it was, the video was still worth. Right, okay, so what I'm going to say now is please, no, I'm not going to say, well, I did actually say that, but what I'm going to say now is please give me a thumbs up. That would be absolutely amazing. I do appreciate it if you could do that for me. And please subscribe to my channel as well. That would be absolutely amazing. I really do appreciate that, and it does help my channel to grow. So if you'd like to help me in that way, thank you so much. I've also got papers on Ko-fi as well. I have got a link. I should have a link in the description somewhere. It should be there. It should be, that's a Marcy bow, yeah. Named it after Marcy, who showed me how to. That's not very good, is it? I didn't do that very well. There we go. That's helped me keep that bit flatter. Okay, so that's absolutely amazing. So we'll go now and we'll show you how I make this. So today we're going to make this. I've already showed you the thing at the beginning, but this is what this is a different one. So this is a completely different one. Same measurements, same everything. It's just that I've forgotten to put the little stick in there. Now that's going to be different. Doing that differently, okay. In fact, a lot of this is different from what Sandy did. So we're doing it differently from what Sandy did. What I'd have to do is weight that down like that. Oh, not with all these papers. Weight that down like that to help it get a bit flat. 'Cause it's not been trained yet to be flat. So yeah, the dog's under my feet for some reason. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So that's a Marcy bow. Don't forget the Marcy bow. There we go, little Marcy bow. Didn't know it had a name, did you? Well, it has. It's a Marcy bow because I say so. There we go. It's because Marcy told me. Right. So I'm doing this in a different way to what Sandy did. There's two reasons. I can get a little bit extra out of it. I'm going to explain the letter paper one and the A4 one. So we're doing, you can do it out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. You can also do it out of scraps if you've got some big enough. And you can make them all different patterns, things like that if you like. Yeah, I think that'd be quite fun, but I'm going to do all this all the same, okay? Some of mine, oh, you can't see it. You couldn't see that. I was going to say you could see it falling off. So I've got 4 pieces of paper out of my 2 A4 pieces. As you can see, that's that. Oh, look at this. Not very. There we go. Now you can see most of it, can't you? What you want to see is this bit here, where I'm doing the measurements. You also might want to know about my new tool, which is this. What's that? What's the the 2.0 millimeters thing. So that's got a little thing, a stylus thing on the end. It's actually meant for parchment. Yeah. So you need a non-directional paper, if possible. I have downloaded. I've downloaded. It's these from Etsy. I don't know what shop it is, but they are lots and lots of floral ones. I absolutely adored this one. This is my favourite out this. Number 16 in this pattern. That's 20 floral patterns, and that's just a generic, very, very useful polka dot. And there's about, there's loads, isn't there? So there's like 20, it's about 60, I think, different colours or something. It's something like that. Anyway, it might be less, but I think. Oh no, I can't see from here. Right. So yeah. So I'm trying not to intrude my arm into it, but anyway, you'll need to know this. Right, so I'm doing that I'm scoring. You want to know what size it is, did I say it's 8 by 8? So you can cut the 8 by 8 out of letter paper. You can also cut it out of a sheet of 12 by 12, leaving the two things there. Yeah, so that, I think one of them's the same length as that. So 4 by 8, and there's a 4 by 11. So that's why you can get it out of 2 sheets of letter paper as well. So I'm scoring that at 1 7/8, so the one just before the 2. Turn it round, yeah, and scoring this at the same. It's a non-directional, so I'm not even looking what's where and which is what. And then you score this. So you scored those two at 1 7/8. Turn it, score it at 1 1/2. And you can score it at this if you like. You can do 6 1/2, or you can turn it and score it at 1 1/2. See, I'm so lazy I haven't turned it round. Yeah. So should we do this one first, or do you want me to score the others? May as well score them all together, haven't I? So that's scored. Okay, we'll keep that. I'll talk about that one in a minute then. Right, the 8-inch one. See, it's going to do different colours on the back. Yeah. I'm going to score these at 1/2 inch down each side. So 3 1/2 and also a 1/2. And then I'm going to score it at 4. Okay, so I've got 2 different colours. I've got pink, because they both go with each, don't they? So that sort of like goes with that, and the pink goes with that as well. Right, this one, is this the one? No, that's the special one. We'll do that later. Okay, this is the 11 by, you don't score any of that on that way. This is just going to be glued together. Okay, so let's find the top. I can't remember what it is now. Offhand. wait a minute. Okay, I remembered it's 4. You'd score it at 4 and you score it at 8 3/4. Okay. And we're going to do something a little bit different with this. We're going to make it into a little file folder type envelope thing. Yeah, so that's different. And this is going to be the other one. Yeah, we can score that now. Right, don't forget in the USA this will be a different size. Yours will be wider but short. No, that's not the way around. Longer but slightly shorter. Yours will measure 3 inches by 8.5. So you can choose to do this how you like. I'm going to still put 1/2 inch. You could put in the USA you could perhaps put 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch. I'm going to do the full half. Whoops. Because I can, yeah. Let's see, so 1 inch there. So that would do it like that. And then, I'm not sure. Do I score it at 6? I think it is 6. I score it at 6 here. And I score it at 1.5, 2, and 2.5. I think that's right. Yeah, you've got that too. There. Okay. Yeah, so that would be great, wouldn't it? I suppose you could adjust that so it's slightly different. We'll try that later. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so I've done all this, hopefully done all the scoring. Big intake of breath there. Right, so now we've got to do some cutting. Well, we haven't got to, but I'm going to, because otherwise it won't get made, will it? Right, so I'm going to show you this. Right, so you need it on the 1 7/8 side. Okay, so I'm going to cut. Now that's going to be, am I doing this as the special bit? Yeah, let's do this as the special bit now. So I'm going to cut, see that there's the score line here. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I can see that, and hopefully you can see that in the light somewhere. I think you can there. I can just see it on screen. Yeah, that's right, hit the camera with the scissors. Right, so I'm going to cut less than 1/4 inch in. Okay, so it's something like a little bit less, I think. I'm just going to cut up to that corner there. Yeah, I can see it better than the very original one I did. And then I'm going to cut up this very slightly towards the left of the line there. No, I've done it wrong. It doesn't matter, we can do it on the other side. Thankfully, this is not the bottom, this is now the top. So luckily that's the wrong way around. Right, so we don't do it like this, no. Good job I've done this, isn't it? And you can cut there, like that, same, less than 1/4 inch angle, and then cut slightly to the right on this one. Okay, we do not do that. Okay, on the next one we're going to make little pockets. So I've got to remember now to make little pockets. Yeah, so all I'm going to cut out is that, and then I'm going to cut out that. So it's slightly, again, slightly towards the 1/4 inch, but not 1/4 inch. Okay. Let's see how long it is. I'll say just less than 1/4 inch actually. And then I'm going to cut that up there, and I'm not going to cut any more. I'm not cutting this, so that's going to be folded up. I'm telling myself as well, besides you. Easily done, you know. I did it yesterday. I nearly did it again actually, because I was going to cut this bottom bit first one time. But then good job I could do it like this. Right, so then you cut. I'm cutting slightly to the left of that line, and then I'm going to cut. No, we're cutting. See, I've done it wrong now. We're cutting slightly to the left. I'm cutting that 1/4 inch off, and then I'm cutting that, sort of cutting the fold off, but only just. Okay. Yeah, so don't get confused, but that's very, very important. So you can see what I've made there, can't you? Right, so that's what I've done. So just make sure you've just got that little triangle out, so you've got that little pretty triangle for you to fold that up with, like that. Oh, see, you can fold all that. Then you can fold that up onto there. Now there is a point, because I don't know whether to cut that a little bit more. We cut it enough. Oh, that doesn't look right. So it looks like that's not cut enough there. Looks like part of the corner there. So I'm going to cut that off. Okay, because it'll interfere. It will. It's going to interfere naughtily with the other side, isn't it? That looks like it's fine to me. Let's see if I can fold that in without it being moaning about being next to the other bit. Right, let's see if it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's done it fine. Let's have a look at this one. I'm going to fold that in. Yes, it's fine. Because I'm going to glue it before I fold it, you know. Because yesterday I was messing about. Right, okay. So now we can round these two corners. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. Just got to go and grab it from over there. Okay. That's on the large one. Okay, so now what I can do is I'm going to glue those two little pocket things down. Just got to be able to find my glue. Sometimes I'm talking, I'm searching around the desk desperately, looking, where's that thing? Where's that thing? Right, there's your glue. I can see how that's coming on the camera. Okay, so let's put that there. I'm just hoping it's straight, because yesterday I filmed this and it was totally skew with. I don't know why it was like that. So hopefully it's fine. It looks better. Okay. Just gluing down there a little tiny bit. Let's get my, where is it? Is that straight? Right, let's get that down there. It's trying to trick me. I don't know why. Right. I don't know why it's trying to trick me when I'm so nice to it. And I say, where's my lovely glue and things like that. Yeah. So that's going to be like that. Okay, so now I need some little, I'm going to get some hole enforcers. Okay, and I'm not cutting out hole enforcers. I'm just using some very pretty discs. This is the only colour I could find that would go with it. And I'm putting it in the middle because there's a reason, because I'm going to put something on there. We're going to make something really nice. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, there's something really nice that's going to go on there. I think I may have told you right at the beginning what we're doing, because I'm just going to show this off at the beginning, you know. So if you've seen it already, that's exactly what I've made. Okay. We just put two little discs. This is 5/8 of an inch punch, and they're perfect for there. Now, I've got a choice now of what hole punch to use. This is my very useful tool. I'd say it's one of the very useful tools because it will go through loads. That will. So I'm going to try and get that in the middle there. Can we see that? Without even putting a thing, I'm just putting it around the outside so I can see the whole thing around the outside. Yeah, that's in the middle. That's better in the middle than the other one. And then it's even all the way around the outside. Let's get rid of that so I can do it. So it's got like parallel all the way around the outside there. There we go. See, and these are really useful if you're doing things like eyelets and that. Amazing things. Right, I did buy the Crocodile 2 first, and I've used that very much. Right, that looks quite low, but hey, I don't mind that because I'm going to put something there later. Right then, I'm not going to do what Sandy did, because I don't like doing what Sandy. I do not like putting like oh no, it's easy into, oh no, it's not that one. I'm getting the wrong colour. It's this one. It's crochet string through and then having to pull it out. I like keeping the strings in. So I've got this seam binding stuff. Okay, I'm going to cut about 6 inches, and I'm not stretching it. I'm not stretching it. I'm just putting it so it's there. If you use seam binding, I'm not stretching it. Okay, I'm going to get them the same length, because yesterday I did it different lengths, and I thought, why is that too long and that too short? It should actually end up the same size. Right, okay, there's another thing you can do actually on this. Instead of just leaving that black, you can actually put another disc over it if you like. But I just like the way this does it. I like using these, and I also like having it come through the holes. But I've got to be able to fasten it here to do that. There we go, like this, yes. So this glitter glue will do. There we go, so that will do that. And then we're going to do the other side as well. This is what I do. I mean, you don't have to do this. You can put your string through. I just don't like doing that though. And I think, oh, I won't bother to do that. I won't bother to put that back. I'll just leave it out. And I want to leave it in because I want to you know, get ready to tie a bow. Right, so that does that. Always do this. I could put it through a bit, I think. There we go. Is that too much? Leave that to dry now. It's upside down, isn't it? Right, I can leave that to dry. This pin's trying to join in. It's saying, excuse me, but I'm here. I know you are. Just go for 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Right, so let's get this. This is what I mean by you can put a disc on there, if you like. It'd look pretty as well, wouldn't it? If you had one. I think I've cut these too small, haven't I? Oh, nearly. They are a bit small. Right, and then so what are we doing now? We are making a tag at things we cut off, which is one of these little things. So you can make a little tag. You can cut it on your cutter. I'm going to attempt to cut that off. Yay! And I'm going to round the corners at the bottom on my small. Okay, yes, why not? Right, that's the small one done it. Okay, and then I'm going to make a little oh, up in there, that didn't cut very well. Right. I don't know if you could hear my stomach then. Right, but that was my stomach growling. Yeah, it wasn't the dog snoring. I mean, it does sound like a dog snoring, doesn't it? I was on Zoom. Was it Zoom? Yeah, I was on Zoom yesterday, and this woman had her dog was snoring. She couldn't wake him up. She says, I can't wake him up. But it sounded like a very loud cat purring. That was hilarious, that was. Right. Okay, so let's go to the, if you can go to that. So I'm going to just try and get that into the middle there. And oh, I forgot, didn't I? I didn't make that bigger yesterday because it's seam binding. Sorry, I'm doing it. I need to do it slightly bigger. And instead of doing one of those little loop throughs, I just tie a knot. So I don't need much. Snip a bit off, probably about 3 inches, is it? 3 or 4 inches there. So I'm going to put this through here singularly and just tie a knot at the top. Yeah. How about that? And that looks fine. Don't forget we've got more to do, you know, not just this. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Right, so that goes in there like that. And then I remembered that the Americans will not have, if you are losing using letter paper, you will not have, that could be a little journaling spot on the back, you will not have the size that I had, because I was using this, and I've obviously cut that off because that's the 3/4 of an inch, and you won't get that if you're using up to 11. So I've got, where's the other bit? I've got another bit somewhere. Is this it? Yeah. Yeah, so I can use this. So you might have a piece like this or something similar. Now, let's find my cutter. Have I got my little cutter? Wait a minute, I've got to find... Yeah, it's right next to me all along, but I'm just looking around the room. I just discovered my drink, so I'm having that now. Yeah. There we go. So if I start going, you know why. Right, so yeah, so that's, I'm cutting that at I'm just going 3/4 inch strip and another 3/4 inch strip as well. This is my little things. This is not what Sandy made, so this is different. I'm also going to show you something else. I'm going to stick them on together. Let's decide which side we want. Which one's the pretty? I like having the two colours, so I'm going to stick that onto there, and we've got that on the back. Told you. I'm starting to do the drink because it's got lots of, it's frothy. Excuse me. Hopefully I cut that out, but alright, so I'm going to stick that on there. Unless you don't hear me, which is anyway, I'm just going to cut that on there. Right, okay, so you can make that as tall as that, can't you? I think. Just a minute. So where's my? Oh, there it is. Let's see how you can. That'll be fine as tall as that, won't it? Right. So what I'm going to do now is corner round it. This is what I normally do. Just corner round it on the large. I do 3/4 inch on it. It does a lovely little rounded top, which I like. This, you know. Yeah, let's see. And it's even, I don't think it's even dry, the glue, so this is what this is the only trouble that's happening at the moment. That's deciding to fall off. I think that's I mean, it's cutting absolutely perfectly, so I'm not moaning about that at all. Also, it will be, yeah, it does when I actually put it in the right place. Okay, so now what did I use? I'm not sure what to use now. Shall I use pink or blue? Because I have got blue, of course. Got little blue ones left. Where have I put them? Yeah, I forgot about this bit, so I put them away. I've done the other bits ready. So I'm going to cut these. See if I can cut them evenly. There, that'll do. And then another one. Oh, we have to get it into a place where we can see. And that one as well. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to stick one that way round actually and stick one the other way round, because then you can see that little thing there, can't you? You know, I like making these. These are my cute little, I call them sticks. They could be journaling sticks if you like. I do them quite a lot. And I'm always putting butterfly, but you can put what shape you like on, obviously. You can put different shapes on, yeah. You can put one of those, what's named flowers on as well. Hole punch flowers on or something, or tear a flower, put on it. I've got that way around, that's that way. Can we see? Right, that's there then. Okay, you can ink them up as well. I haven't done that. I have put faux sewing on the other one. Faux sew, yeah, around the edge. Don't know where's my marker? Right, so I did what I did on the other ones is put, not on the one not on the other one, but on these. Let's do faux sewing. There we go. Okay, so I've just done that on there. Okay, so let's get on with, we need some more scoreboard out now. So I forgot to do that cute little thing, didn't I? Right, so it's out of this. Okay, so now I need a 30 millimeter. So I'm using a 33 millimeter paper clip. So I just want this a little bit less. This is going to be 3 centimeters, so 33 millimeters. Did I say 33? 33. Right. Forgot to make this. I'll show you. I've put everything away. Look, see, well, not everything, but not all the scraps. But this is a very important little piece. I'm sure you want to see this bit. Right, so make this, you need to make sure you've got the long tip at the bottom, not that way around, because that will open it up. You don't want that game. No, you don't want that game. Right, you want to see which side you want it. Shall we have it our normal side, or should I turn it upside down? Yeah. Wait a minute, we need to know what's right. So that pin, that there, I know that's got to go underneath, so that will, won't it? Right, I need something to demonstrate it. That's got the measurements on as well, if you want to have a look at that. Right, so if I'm putting it that way around, I need to make sure that will go on like that. Yes, with that thing at the bottom. Okay. And if I'm doing it, if I want it the other side, did I need to do that? Oh no, turn it upside down. If I want it the other side, I need to have it like that. Yeah. So whichever way you go in, actually that'd be better like that. I think it doesn't do it, does it? No. Never mind. This is going to be that way. So I want it to go on that way. So that is facing that way as well. And then I'm hoping this is right. If not, we're gonna have to film this again. Because then I'll do it the correct way. So I'm pushing that through now because that fits absolutely perfectly now. Folding that over like that, and I'm going to round the corners, but I've put that away as well. With the small corner round a bit. Okay, like this. And oh dear, I don't even think that touched that. Oh no, I don't think it did. Even though it sounded like it did. It has now. Right, okay, so I could take that out there, couldn't I really? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is glue this. I've got a new little punch today. I didn't have it yesterday when I attempted to make this video. Well, I've got it today. Right, so what I've done is I haven't used vellum like Sandy did. I've just used 3 pieces of that piece of paper, so we've got a nice, well, we should have, there is 3 there, and then there's 3 here as well. I'm going to stick the first one down and leave the other 2 up, so that one's going to be fully stuck down to the on the thing. I've even got faux sewing on this already, look. Oh, yeah. So I've faux sewed that. There's 3 little butterflies sticking there together, and they're going to go on here. Okay, like that. I could have used pink on that really, but never mind. And then I've got my new little punchy. I'm hoping it works because perhaps I should have put it in before that. I'm going to see if I can get it. Yeah, it's going to work, isn't it not? So I'm going to try and get it onto here. How do you do it? Wait a minute, it's there, isn't it? Right. So that should go into that corner there. Okay. I'm just checking it's going to be right. I want to find that little dot there. Let's put it over that dot. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. So that's what Sandy did, and I wanted one of those. I thought, well, this is the next cut one, and it's 3/8 of an inch. Heart. So we've got a tiny little heart one. My other one was like 5/8 of an inch, and I thought that's too big. I don't want a big one, I want a little one. So you can now see that that's got a little heart in it. Yeah, very cute. So where do we put that then? You're asking yourself. This is why I wanted to put these a bit further down so it wasn't too... So what I'm going to do is, yeah, if you put it like that, it goes behind. So what you want to do is put this... I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, you know. Oh yeah, that's why. And that goes on there like that. How cute's that? And I could have actually turned it the other way, couldn't I? You can lift it up right on it, I think, can't you? I could put something. And also, I didn't put that little message on there, did I? Yeah, I forgot to write that. So I'm going to do it by hand. I meant to put a gift for you because that's what it was on Sunday. So I'll put a gift for you because what this is could be a gift, couldn't it? I wanted to put a gift for you as well, or anything else on there. That's, is it 3? It's 4 inches, I think, isn't it? Yeah, that is 4 inches. Might be a little bit more if you're in America. No, it will be 4 inches, won't it? It will be the same. And I want to put it up there like that. So if you was giving a gift for somebody in that Happy Mail and you wanted to make a little bit extra, or to your friend who, yeah, somebody who does craft. Yeah. There we go. So there's that as well. So you want to write a little, do a little gift, or somebody had sent you some extras as well. You could give them extras as well. Right then, now we're on to the let's move all our bits. All our bits. Right, so now we can do that thing. Have I done? Why have I got that? Oh, I did it already, didn't I? I don't need this. What am I doing? Why don't you tell me? Why don't you remind me? I've already done it. Right, so now we want, it's this one, isn't it? I think I've done that too big. No, that's right. Shouldn't it have been 1/4 of an inch? Well, it doesn't matter. I've done it. I think that should have been 1/4 of an inch, but I don't think it'll matter. What would it matter? It's about. So I'm going to cut that off. Is it 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch? It's fine. Whatever you've done, it's fine. Now I'm just going to cut along there. Yeah, so you could do that 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, 3/8 of an inch, anything like that on this envelope. It's going to be a bit thinner, that's all, or pocket actually. It's going to be a bit thinner. Okay, you could actually leave them on and join that like that to make a bit of a gusset. Yeah, I think I've done that too and also, that's not quite, is it? Yeah, that's not very good. So I'm just adjusting this a minute, because I think that's too, that looks like it's tapering at the top there. I don't want that game. So I'm just going to cut that, just going to, see, it doesn't always work, does it? That's a bit better. So I'm going to glue all the way down those 2 sides. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I see. So there, about this. Yeah, as I said, I'm sure I've done that slightly less, slightly more wider than what I should have done. It should have been, I think it should have been 1/4 of an inch. Anyway, I'm going to get my 1.5 inch punch and make a double notch there. Yeah, so that's done that. Okay, Sandy used a 2.5 inch. I think that would have been too big for this. Oh look, we've got a bit of a edge showing there, look. So we can cut those off. So that's your little pocket done. Okay, so things could go in there if you like. Oh, and this is our little thing that we do the same as Sandy. So I'm going to try and attempt. I did it perfectly yesterday, so let's see if I can do it well today. Let's get that straight like that. So make sure that's perfectly straight. And that is right. So I'm going to get a little one of those little tabs there. So I'm going to take that bit off using my thing to get it so it's straight. So you turn it over. Not sure how much is it, about 1/2 inch or something like that. Probably a little bit more. I'm going to do about 2/3 of the way down. I'm going to cut that. Okay, so I've cut it down to that. I'll do, won't it? It's about 2. And that Sandy said 1/2, but I think it. Yeah, you need to be a little bit more. So I'm going to cut this. So it's about. Oh, hold on a minute. Where are we? Oh, we're there. I'm going to say we were going to cut it far too much up that way. Right, and then we're going to round the corner with our corner rounder, not our 1.5 inch punch. I think they'll look the same sometimes. Why would they look the same? I don't know. Right, and then you want to perhaps, if you like, angle cut this. So it's got a little bit of an angle. Let's have a look, see which way round I'm going to do this. Like that. So perhaps not all the way along, you can do it to there so that bit stays the same. Let's have a look, see if that's done it. As long as it's not any further up than that, you're okay. So that's giving it a bit of an unusual look. So you've got that file folder effect here. Let me see that okay. And then you've got that angle cut there. So now we move them out of the way. Just move up there a little bit, okay. And get your glue out and glue, yes, along here. And then up to there on this one. I think that must be about right. Don't think you would glue any further. Otherwise the tab wouldn't work. Yes, my thing's a bit raggy, so if it does come up a bit raggy, it's fine. I don't care. Just the rag bits fall off anyway eventually. But it'd be okay if they didn't with me. Right, okay, so we've done those 3. That's the 3 you would get out of your your 12 by 12 paper. So this is the one we've cut like this, okay, with all the little strange lines and the 6 inch one down there. Okay, so this is it'll be slightly, what is it, slightly longer, isn't it? No, longer, slightly longer in the US, but slightly less wide. So you could do these slightly less wide. So I've done mine 1/2 inch because that's what I've done. Right, okay. So I'm going to cut off these now. So cut those off completely with the you've got your 2 there, 2 little ones there, and your longer one there. This is your so I'm going to cut that like that. No, I'm leaving it like that. No, I'm leaving it. And then I'm going to cut up there very carefully because I want to make sure, because yesterday it was a bit of a, for some reason I did it at an angle and I don't know why. Let's do this, and then on this one the same. Yes, it's going to be, I'm going to keep it, do it across for a reason. You don't cut down. Okay, we'll see it, we'll show you in a minute why. And now fold that right down. This is only temporarily, if you want to round your corners. If you don't want to round your corners, then I would actually perhaps do an angle cut. Oh, look at this, it's not going in the right. Dog is snoring now, by the way, that's not my stomach. Right, and that's your and then you would put that down, fold that one down and that one up. So then you've got a little tab. You can cut them. I do less than 1/4 of an inch off like that. Do it the same the other side, less than 1/4 of an inch. I think that's easier to handle than think, if I cut that too far, oh, I'll cut that down. Oh, just cut that little bit there, nicked it. Oh, what am I like, woman? Right, so that's, and then what I would do here, this is how I make it. This is not how Sandy makes it. And she didn't show you on video on this this video anyway. I do like it. Right, there's 2 ways you could do this, I think. You'd either fold them in, or you fold them both in actually. Fold them with the bone folder, yes, much easier than doing it with your fingers, I think. Right, so they could fold those in, and that would make you a little bit of a gusset, but I don't know. You don't have to do it like this, or you can fold it behind, which is what I'm going to do. I don't know why that's got, did I do that wrong or something? That's a bit, and then I'm going to fold that behind and then that behind. Don't know why, it always reminds me of a excavator or digger. I don't know what you'd call it, a digger. I'm also going to round the corners. Yeah. I did yesterday when I did it. It reminded me of a digger. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah. So now you can glue that together if you like. In this bit here with my thing. Where's my thing? Has anybody seen it? Oh yeah, I put it away, didn't I? Okay, put it away over there. I'm still going to do the large hole again, just in case I decide to put a... I'll just hold it there a minute. I'm going to get that in the middle-ish. Somewhere there in the middle, isn't it? And then I put it away again. And then I could just tie a little bit of ribbon around that for a tag, same as before, rather than putting it through. I think I did a proper loop thing earlier, yesterday I mean. There we go, how about that? Ooh. Right, so we've done everything now. Yeah, I've even made that. Oh no, we haven't. Now I've got other things to do. Right, so we've got our little thing now. Now we can put that in. We've got a gift for you there. That's probably a bit too long actually. It seems to do that. But that's just my idea. That's not Sandy's idea. Right, that can go there. So that'll go at the back. They could actually fit in there actually, but I'm not doing that at this moment. So I'm going to tie this up. Why is that? Oh yeah, so I thought it was part of that. So I'm tying this up now. Oh no, I'm going to do this first. Fold it up like that. Sit that there. Sit there you. And tie it up. Okay, so we've rounded the corners, haven't we? Yeah, so I thought I could just add a little something. I'm doing a mossy bow, look, mossy bow. I'm adding right, a little something. Let's get that down there a bit. That's what I tend to do, name things after people. So if you wanted something named after you, tell me about it and I'll see. Right, because I do that. That's named after Marcy, who reminded me about that type of bow. Right, that's how I'm going to put those. So I've got 2 large butterflies again, and I'm going to put them there. Okay, because I think that needs, well, I don't know, it doesn't really need anything. It's absolutely beautiful as it is, but I just decided to put some butterflies on, and I don't usually decorate, I'd usually leave it. But today I decided I am going to put these on like that. Oh no, we're going to face them. No, we fly them inwards, not outwards. So I fly them inwards, yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's just suddenly come into my head. I was just thinking about my accent. I mean, people from Yorkshire, if anybody knows any, say we sound like farmers from here. I think it's because of Lincolnshire. Obviously, Lincolnshire's a bit of a farming county. Right. Yeah, that's gone really. That's gone great. That's grey, and it's that same pen. How weird. Oh well, that's how it is. Let's just check that's correct. Looks about right, doesn't it? So then you've got your little bow. Let's pull that up a bit so it's not covering that so much. Right, so that's your little thing done. Yeah, it's all done now, you know. Yes, I've done it on one as well, so it should be able to see it. Hopefully it's not skew-if, because it was like that somehow yesterday, and I couldn't even edit it. I says, I'm not editing that, that's crap, I'm going to do it again. Even though I had a good banter, I was in a good bantering mood and told you loads of stuff. So hopefully I will probably tell you again anyway. It wasn't going to be like my mum and repeat. She tells you the same story. She tells you the same story several times. I find that's funny, really, because I tell people the same story 4 times, and I think I've told 4 different people. So when I say to my other daughter, yeah, well, you know when that's so and so, what are you talking about? So that's so and so. They never told me about that. Oh, so I've probably told somebody 2 or 3 times, and then one person I haven't told. Right. Anyway. So that's all that done. So we've done it all now. So we've got a little gift for somebody there. Now that they will fall off, I think. But you don't have to have a rough edge one unless you want one. So we can make that out of a 12 by 12, or you can make that out. So that wouldn't get you won't get that out of the 12 by 12. This is why I decided that making out of 2, because I haven't got a 12 by 12 printer, but this is actually 12 by 12 paper, so you can have it. Well, it's anyway up. It's anyway up paper, isn't it? So you could, if you've got that idea, you can have it that way, or landscape or portrait anyway. So we've got that. So we've got our little tag. We've got our little what I call a journaling stick, and then we've got our little cute butterfly paperclip trim thing there. Paperclip trim, is that right? That'll do. Right, and then I've got that there. So if you like my content, I'd love you to give me a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely fantastic. That will help me so much. That will make my day if I get lots of thumbs up. Also, I'm going to just plug my phone in because it says a battery is about to go. So that must be, can't find it. Where is it? There it is. Oh, see that rock? It's because it's, stay there. Right, and then, look at that little bell sound it does. Yeah, so I've got papers on Ko-fi as well, don't forget, that I've designed. I'm hoping to put other things in there as well. The papers on Ko-fi are not in the shop. They're in the anywhere. They're in the anything bit. So if you want to donate, you can. You don't have to. It's not forced, but you can use my papers. And there are people who are telling me that they've used my papers, and I love to hear that. I'm sure it's Karen, wasn't it? Karen with a C. It's like my daughter's name starts with that. And she's got a ZA at the end. Yeah, so there we go. So that goes like that. And obviously I don't like to say bye, but I've said all my bits, so I may as well say bye now, haven't I? And then introduce this, okay? So I'm going to say goodbye and see you next time. Thank you.